on, guys? We're back in Forza Horizon 3 today, bringing back drifting used cars. I know there hasn't been an episode in a little while, but I wanted to bring it back today. But before we get into that, I wanted to do another little subscriber showcase at the start of one of these videos and show off some of the amazing work that you guys have been doing and taking pictures in Forza Horizon 3. They look incredible. So over on the Airtoll forums, we have this awesome forum thread where people can just post whatever pictures they want to that they took in Forza Horizon 3. And these are just some of the recent ones that I spotted. They look so freaking good. They're unbelievable. You could print these and they could be like actual posters. So anyways, massive props to those guys who took the time to go and post some pictures over on the Airtoll forums. Much appreciated. If you'd like to be involved in one of these subscriber showcases in the future, you have to go sign up on the Airtoll forums and start posting some pictures in one of our photography threads for just about whatever game, actually. And you can be included in the beginning of a video like this, which is pretty cool. So anyways, let's get over to the Horizon Outpost over here at Yarra Valley and go find a used car to go around and drift in. This episode, I wanted to do something a little bit different than we've been doing recently. For this episode, I wanted to go and drift some viewers' cars. So what I did is I went over on Twitter and I tweeted, I said, alright, hey guys, I want to drift one of your guys' used cars, but I want to drift something that's S1, rear-wheel drive, and from the 80s. So I had you guys go in the auction house, upload stuff that fits that criteria, and I wanted to go in and find one of those cars and drift one of those in today's video. So let's do that. So I'm just going to open up my Twitter here. I asked you guys for screenshots of basically things, of cars that you guys have built, and I got a couple of them, and I think I found one that I like, but I'm going to go through the auction house and see if there's anything else that I find interesting. So what I said was car class was going to be S1, the year was going to be 80s, and the drivetrain was going to be rear-wheel drive. Anything else you guys were allowed to mess around with, so let's see what's in here. Oh, we got a big bad Vandura. That Vandura is actually currently the car on the top of the leaderboard for right now. Also, we got some more Galaxy paint jobs. Those are always awesome. But I'm looking for more something drift car-like. Maybe sleeper-like. That's why I wanted to go with something a bit older. So, we'll scroll through this list and see if there's anything interesting. That could be a pretty good option. The Buick Regal GNX could be a very, very good option. So I'm basically just finding Lamborghinis in this list, which is kind of unfortunate. I was expecting to get some other things in here, to be honest. Like, I have oh! There's the screenshot the guy sent me. It's a BMW M635 CSI. It's 140K. I don't know how bad that thing would be. I mean, it's got a wing and stuff. The thing with this one, the thing with this challenge is that's kind of, like, hard to deal with, is that because I went and asked viewers for cars, let's be honest, sometimes the viewers like to troll me, so this might not be a drift car. Like, this car might totally be 100% undrivable, which would be a little unfortunate, but yeah. I'm really not sure which one we should go with. Like, look at that. Look how sick that is. JDM Low is the tuner. It's got a big blower on the front of the hood. It's got a bunch of speed. Now, those are race brakes, which we needed. Slammed all the way down, which is good. It's on American racing rims. My only worry with something like this is that it could be a drag car. I have a feeling that that's a drag car. So, I think I'm gonna go with the BMW. So yeah, I really like this BMW. It was definitely one of the viewers who built this thing because they tweeted me a picture of it. I feel like this could most definitely be a drift car. However, it does have that rear wing, which is kind of getting me a little nervous. But we'll have to see. I really don't know what to expect with this. Let's jump in the thing. Let's take a quick look at the stats before we go do anything. See what sort of like power we have, what torque we have. Maybe we can even see what engine we have. And then we'll go get this thing out on the road, give it a little test drive, and then we will go and take it on our drift road. This is actually a brand new car for me. I've never owned one of these in Forza Horizon 3 before, so that's kind of cool. To be honest, I didn't know this car was actually in the game, so there's that as well. Alright, so let's take a quick look at the stats. We have 900 horsepower, 800 torque, 2,800 pounds. We've got a pretty good weight distribution. We've got a 6.5 liter engine, which is probably a V8, but I'm not sure. And other than that, I can't really tell anything about this car. Now, my only worry is that this thing could be on very, very very grippy tire. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a V8. I love those exhausts in the middle. They look really awesome. Okay, so it does spin up the rear wheels. It doesn't seem super grippy. It does definitely spin up those rear wheels. Okay. Okay. This may not be so bad. Oh, damn. See, I'm always worried when I ask viewers to build me cars because probably, like, got a roll cage in it, which I don't usually toss on my drift cars, but, I mean, you do as you do. That's one of the things I like about this series is I get to try other people's tunes, which is one of my favorite things. This thing, though, is definitely my sort of style. High horsepower. I mean, it's got enough grip to get you around the corners and you can pick your lines, but not, like... It's pretty perfect, actually. Like, sometimes with drift cars that I drift a lot is sometimes they'll be super, super slidey, and that's great for some people, but I just can't handle them. When I get a super crazy, like, slidey drift car like that, I just can't control them. I can't pick my lines with them very well, and it just makes it overall really, really hard to drive some people's cars like that. This thing, however, feels really, really great to drive. It feels like I can actually pick my lines around just about whatever I want, which is really nice for a change. Oh, thanks, buddy. Losing my score. Here's what I mean. Here's a good example of what I just meant. So I can pick lines where I can come in and get my front end in on this inside line here, and I can have enough grip to do that. Okay. Or I could choose to go really wide and get my end hitting all the way out wide just like that. This is a pretty good drift car. Sometimes with cars that have different types of grip, I'll just spin out because I'm not very good with other types of tunes, but this thing, personally, feels really goddamn good. I'm almost thinking that this thing may actually be able to knock that GMC Vandura off its leaderboard, off its #1 position right now. I don't know, it's gonna be interesting to see how well it actually does, how much score it actually pulls in. Because that GMC Vandura, although it was a Vandura, it pulled in a hell of a lot of score. The thing was rocking a V12 with 1,500 horsepower in it. So, it wasn't difficult. Anyways, I think I'm pretty good with this thing. We will have 3 attempts on our drift road regardless. So, why don't we head over there now, see how I can do, and hopefully knock that Vandura off the top of the leaderboard. Alright, so let's turn the good old BM around. I still don't know why this thing has a rear wing on it. It just feels a little bit weird, to be honest, but I'm not sure. Oh, okay, traffic problems already. So let's see what type of score we can pull in. This is going to be first attempt for the BMW. And the whole goal with this thing is going to be able to knock that GMC Vandura off its #1 position. And I mean, right now, it's pulling in some pretty good score. But that GMC pulled in well over 100K. So this thing, although is doing... okay. Like, although this thing is good, it's just not pulling in that much score. For sure, that was a sloppy first run. 83K. How much did the GMC get? Let's go check the GMC real quick. By the way, if you'd like to check out the leaderboard for yourself, I'm going to include a link in the description down below. You guys can check it out. So, the GMC Vandura is sitting at 111K. The Nissan 350Z got 59, and the Audi RS4 got 55. So, currently, the BM is already in second place, but I think with a little bit of better luck with traffic and possibly a little bit more speed going in to some of these corners, I can possibly knock out that GMC. Like, that was a pretty good run, but I didn't stay on the track the entire time. I dropped some tires and stuff like that, which caused me to lose some points. Like, I need to be drifting in here pretty big right off the start, and I just don't think this thing has enough power. To be honest, I gotta run all the way wide out there too. And although this thing is 900 horsepower, it is quite grippy actually. Now that I bring it up here on this road, it's like, it's pretty good. It's just, I don't know if it'll be able to knock down that GMC. That GMC just had so much power, so much ability to spin up those rear wheels that I don't know if this thing can do it. That was a good run. That was a much better run. We can improve, but can we improve like 20K on that run? That was like a 93K run. We need over 111K. I think it's a lot of it's going to be off this first corner here. So I'm going to try to take a different line in, carry a bit more speed in this time and see how it goes. Well, now we have to wait for you to get all the way down the road. God damn it. Well, in the meantime, let's do some product placement. Go check out AR12 hats now in the AR12 store. Links to the description down below. I would wear mine. However, you guys said I keep wearing hats too often. You guys want to see my beautiful hair. So, for you guys, I will do that. Also, can I just give a thank you to you guys for just being so awesome? I mean, how did you just drive around me? This past week has just been kind of meh for me, but you guys make it so much better with all your positive comments and stuff. Just trying to stay positive was like my whole goal. I try to not down on things too much, but you guys make it so much easier, and like, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. In the BM, final attempt. I'm gonna try to grip around this corner this time, see how it goes, and then start getting the power on now. Get in there sideways with a lot more speed than I was before. Drift in there, get the power back on, shift it up, and keep the power on all the way throughout here. Like, I just wasn't getting points there. It's just, I wasn't pulling enough angle. That's the problem with this thing. Yeah, I'm just trying to push it too hard, and it doesn't work. So I don't know if me personally, I push this thing too hard, or it's just not my cup of tea, but I don't know. I feel like it's just a bit too grippy, to be honest. And that grip might be coming from that rear wing. I'm not sure. I don't know what type of tires this car is running, but I would imagine... Actually, let's go see if we can do some investigative work. Let's head back to the auto show, rip all the upgrades off this car, and then see what upgrades are purchased. That should allow me to see what types of tires were on this car. I would imagine that those were either race tires or the, what's the one below that? Sport tires? Like, let's go in, upgrade, custom upgrade. Yep, let's just rip the settings off of there. And so we were running a big V8 engine. Was it an upgraded one? It was. It was a 6.2 liter V8 engine. And then I would imagine he went and he upgraded the power to the max, which was pretty good. Did he have a turbo on here? He did not. No, he didn't have a turbo on there. Okay. Now, how about tires? What type of tires was he running? He had, there we go. He had sport tires. I found it just a bit too grippy for me. I know some people like to run sport tires. Some people even like to run race tires if they're running crazy high horsepowers. But for me, I felt like it was just a bit too much grip. Do we have some upgraded front tire width? Yeah, we did. We had some upgraded front tire width, and we had some upgraded rear tire width as well. Yeah, I think that's all it was. It was just some weird tire stuff, and the rear wing combined both of those two things. And I just had too much grip to get this thing as sideways as I needed to knock that GMC off. Anyways, there is episode number 4 of Drifting Used Cars. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can subscribe down below. Follow me on Twitter so you guys can be a part of this series in the future if I do an episode like this again. And don't forget to check out the AR12 photos at the link in the description down below. Also, the AR12 hats. Go do that as well. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!